Let's talk today about a thinning part versus sudden shedding and how to identify them. I get this question a lot. Am I losing my hair? Is it going to come back? How do I stop it? And I want you to be able to identify what's actually happening with the hair. So when we have slow thinning, how you'll be able to identify it is the part will start to create what's like a Christmas tree look. So as it gets further back, the part starts widening. And that's generally caused by things like a hormonal change. It can be some genetics. It's generally happens over time. So you're not going to wake up one morning with a really thin part. You'll start noticing it over time. Again, that's hormonal, can be genetic, but it's occurring over time and you're starting to notice it. The follicles themselves are coming out thinner, they're miniaturized, and you can tell a difference because they break very easily. Now, when you talk about the sudden shedding, that's generally caused by some kind of physiological or psychological trigger, a stressor. And that happens pretty quickly. Like you're going to wake up with a lot of hair loss in the bed, on your in your shower, on your hairbrush. And that's, again, generally caused by a stressor. So you want to be able to identify what's actually happening when you go see a professional about it so that you can tell them, maybe give them a little more information. And the ways that you can prevent it, if there's such a thing as prevention, a lot of times this is out of your control, but knowing what's happening can help you from, judging yourself or feeling as if you've done something because a lot of this is out of your control. Now, the prevention in future, you can play a part in that. So let's talk about telogen effluvium, which is the one where I was talking about sudden shedding. When there's a big stressor in your life, the way that you can help it is by identifying it and then helping your body heal by giving it really good food, really healthy food, trying to diminish the stress as much as you can, but like telling someone to not stress out just obviously causes you to stress out more. Doesn't me. But what you can do is just identify that you're under a stressful time, eat the best that you can, try to exercise, and just treat your hair gently. But again, it's mostly from the inside out. It'll generally repair itself within 6 months. So if you notice the shedding, you can give it about 4 to 6 months after the trigger. So I commonly see that in people who've had surgery or have had some major life stress. It's pretty common and it generally heals itself. With the other, which is the thinning part, that occurs over time. Some of that is hormonal. With women over 45, a lot of this is hormonal, but there are things you can do in this situation to support yourself as well. I recommend highly things like stamping. I love peptides, treatments. I like people to take oral supplements that can be really helpful for women, depending on if you're having some kind of a deficiency. So you want to test that first before you just start taking a bunch of vitamins and throwing them in the mix. The other thing is you can eat better always. Those are the kind of supplements that are great. But if you can get it from a healthy source, if you can get your omega-3s from a healthy source, which is fish, healthy fatty white fish or salmon, those are really good for helping the hair. And of course, you want to try to stay away from damaging it a lot and stressing the hair further. So what you can do if you decide to go see a professional about it is be really aware of what's going on. So when you walk into the doctor's office, you can say, I think I have telogen effluvium. I think that my hair is shedding quickly and it may be related to a stressor. Can you talk to me about that and help me find options for that? Or you walk in and say, I'm noticing a thinning part over time. What are the options available to me? I like non-drug options. I like peptides, but that's my preference. You may go to a medical professional and they may offer you something else. But the more informed you are, the better choices you'll have and the better chance you'll have of getting something that's tailored to you because you don't want to treat someone with telogen effluvium, that loss, that shedding, with in the same way that you would treat someone that has, you know, androgenetic alopecia, which is what I was just talking about with the part that's thinning over time. Two very different problems, very different solutions, but some of the things I've told you in general will help with both. So if you would like a copy of my free book called The Top 9 Foods for Menopausal Hair Loss, you can get that down below. You also can just leave a comment if you're having this issue and you would like some help. I'm happy to answer them.